Hello everyone, welcome back to the last match of the day in the Pro Padel League here in Miami in the Wayfair Arena. Cancun Waves against Toronto Polar Bears. The Waves swamping Toronto in the women's match. Marina Lobo and Sofia Sainz, 6-2-6 love against Marina Guinart and Victoria Iglesias. And now it's the men's turn. Franco Del Bianco, who played so well yesterday alongside Alex Ruiz, reunited with his regular partner Maxi Arce, and they will take on Pincho, Fernandez and Mario Huete, who obviously went down yesterday to defeat. But if Del Bianco and Maxi Arce can win, they have got a brilliant chance. In fact, I would say almost nailed on to be with us on Sunday. And for Toronto, well, it's going to be difficult for Pincho and Mario Huete to get onto the podium day, but if they take the long-term view and think ahead to the Cities Cup, a win would at least give them some points, get some points on the board, keep them in the running. Remember, 8 out of the 10 teams in the Pro Padel League will be in that event in New York in October. Franco Del Bianco, born on the 4th of March 2000 in Argentina, playing on the drive. And his partner, Maxi Arce, 27th of January 1998. Once again, Argentinian, he'll play on the left. They've been tremendously successful together, and we saw yesterday Del Bianco really turn on the style. Pincho. 16th of October 1992. So 16th of August 1992, and Mario, who reminds me ever so slightly in the way he looks of Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez. In the best form of his career. Another tall player, hits it hard, but also athletic and able to get down to those low balls and reach across.
With two players in right of the chair from Cancun Wave, Maximiliano Arce and Franco Del Bianco.
So,
and in the left
Maxi
of the chair,
coming in for Alex Ruiz,
Polar Bears,
who's playing more of a captain's
Fernandez
role today on
Huete.
the bench.
The match will be played with golden point system.
Just to remind you that it is golden point,
of 3 sets,
what you use in the
in
Pro Padel League. If it's deuce 40 all, then the next point decides the game.
Has won the toss and has selected receive.
Great chance for Cancun Waves to book a place in Sunday's main event. They won their first game, but a late switch. All we're telling you about Alex Ruiz not playing, but Arce is the doubles partner of Del Bianco. So I'm sure we'll see a good game from those two players representing Cancun Waves. And opposite them, players who need to win. Now, they came up against the world #1, losing 6-2, 6-2. So they lose here, and it could be a night to forget for the Toronto Polar Bears.
Time. 2 minutes to start.
And a night to remember for the team from Mexico.
Absolutely. I mean, yesterday they did play Mario Huete and Pincho Fernandez, they played Augustin Tapia and Edu Alonso, who
were brilliant.
Were on form.
Magnificent straight set win, double 6-2.
Whereas Franco Del Bianco and it was Alex Ruiz yesterday for Cancun. They beat Javier Barajona and Gonzalo Alfonso. Two big hitters. So it's like slightly different style. Del Bianco hits the, we saw he hits it very hard. He's not an Alex Ruiz, but he's still. And Arce, another very busy player on court.
Looking forward to this matchup between Cancun Waves and Toronto Polo Bears. This could be an excellent night for the Mexicans. Now, Mario Huete, of course, a debutant here. Pincho Fernandez, they played well. I mean, the scoreline wasn't the best, and they were up against world-class players who didn't really give them a chance.
Time. Prepare.
Yeah, there were a few times when Tapia basically jumped into orbit, wasn't it, with his smashes. Saying it's going to be very difficult, if not almost impossible, for the Toronto pair to reach the podium day. But you say just got to take that long-term view and think about the Cities Cup and every
definitely.
point you get now.
A victory now could mean a lot come the end of the season. The same goes for Cancun Waves.
Play.
Okay, Mario Huete to serve.
Clever fake smash.
Last 15. All.
I mean, these two players for Cancun Waves are like dynamos.
Yeah, yeah. Really, really busy, really energetic.
15-30.
And looks if Franco has carried on where he ended up last night. It's got a bit long.
If there was a Rising Star award, I think Franco Del Bianco would be a contender after his performance last night.
Or the revelation of the event, perhaps. 30-40.
I think of all the players we've seen in action so far, and we have seen every team, he'll be top of my list. Just goes a bit too long.
First game, first golden point. Is he going to help? Is he going to see us break the tradition of the first serve always getting broken? At least he's still up there. He's still up there fighting, is Mario.
so close. Just an inch too long.
And once again, the first game sees a service break. But just compare the styles of these two with the last men's game we saw, which was Cardona, obviously an Ausberger.
Blink, you miss out, not just on 1 point, but 3 points. Service games lasted 40 seconds, maybe the longest lasted 1.5 minutes. And they managed to cram in a tie break. I mean, it was just an incredible game. And this one could be equally as exciting. Different styles of play, all very valid. And I've been looking forward to seeing these two players play together in the PPL. Alex Reith is fit, but opted to sit out as captain. He opted to sit out.
I think that's essentially, you've got two new signings, haven't you, who know each other, who play together. Give at least, make sure that they both get a run out, so to speak. 15-love.
Oh, cracking drop shot. I'd love to see that one again.
Well, there you go, your wish.
Just clips the top of the net. But there was no luck in that shot. Wonderful. Dejada.
Just been a little bit hasty on a couple of smashes, hasn't it?
That was probably better for Maxi Arce. Oof. That one does count.
Yeah. Dale. Hit it. And it stayed hit.
Cancun Waves in the women's doubles match. Won the first 4 games of the first set. And followed up by winning the first 6 games of the second set.
All 6 games of the second set.
And these guys are following suit. 2-love.
Whipping through the points there. Good service game from Maxi Arce. Nice finish as well there, just changing the angle of his racket head.
Time.
Excellent.
Really clever.
Do you see how quickly they changed defense, receiving to attack? Pincho served, and suddenly they found themselves on the back foot.
I see little echoes of Chingotto in Arce, what I've seen so far.
15-all.
Nicely played by Pincho.
Oh, look how quickly that was so good. How quickly you dart forward.
15-13.
He could easily just stay behind that service line on defense, but that was electric. He just darted forward, and then suddenly, I mean, Toronto had no idea. I mean, by the time he looked up, he was already at the net.
Yeah, yeah.
Great position, great volley.
Mercurial is the term I think I'd be using.
Electric. And yeah, I think that comparison with Chingotto is a very good comparison. Of course, Chingotto has achieved so much, but he's just electric, and he's just nimble, quick, and doesn't make mistakes, which is Chingotto's trademark. See, look, he's dynamic, he's quick. The reflexes.
15-14.
And 3 more break points.
hats off also to Cancun's sporting director, whoever's in charge of the signings.
Well, they've gone for youth, haven't they? They've made a real effort to bring in young players. Would you say Alex Ruth staying on as experienced?
Yeah,
but
I think that's a great call as well. Just to have somebody who has that experience, big game experience, competition experience, to pass on that knowledge.
What? You what? Angles that one across the court. Impossible to return. 3-love, 2 breaks as well.
I'll tell you what, the Toronto Polar Bears coach has had a bit of a tough evening here at the Wayfair Arena. They've been outclassed in the women's game and in the men's game. Only 3 games, but all 3 have fallen on the side of Cancun Waves. But yeah, the sporting director, just quickly, we're talking about investing in, promoting, developing, but they've opted for young players, but players with a very bright present and future. I mean, these 2 players, they have played together, but not on any major paddle circuits. This is the biggest stage they've played on. The first time they're playing together, because if you missed out on Cancun Waves' opening group game, which they won, Alex Ruiz, the captain, played. He's the highest ranked player.
Played very well as well, that has to be said.
On the actual roster, the highest paid. Now he sat there in that second row, enjoying, I'm sure, this game and how this partner played yesterday, because they've got rotation, which could be so important. Now, over the course of a season, players suffer injury setbacks, injuries, form as well, good form, bad form, and even that, possibility have a rest day in what is an intense tournament, and then returning fresh for Sunday's game.
Snaps at that one into the net, however. Not 15, it's Franco Del Bianco serving. Once again, a good serve put Mario Huete under pressure right from the start. It was
it's only the first event of the year, but already the trade value of the players on this Cancun Waves roster has shot up.
Unlucky.
The women's players, Cancun, Sophia and Marina, have yet to come back. They've quickly just gone for a bite, maybe a shower.
Yeah, possibly a shower.
And by the time they come back, they're going to go, wow.
Oh, great block. Once again, just the lob is just spot on.
And as is the smash.
We got a
It's
touch
good,
on
you got a
it.
touch, you got a touch.
I'm not sure if quite was the touch he was looking for, but he got one. No. Well played, Mario.
It's like Mr. Gadget. Maxi. There.
It's not the shot, it's not the touch he's looking for when he gets it. Oof.
What a tremendous ground shot.
That was just like went over the net like an absolute rocket.
Hit
30
on the
all.
rise as well. Great racket head control.
Well, 2 more break points.
Brilliant shot down the middle, and again, they're going to win this point. Clearly,
Yeah.
clearly.
It was just nailed on after that one. After that moment's
Yeah.
hesitation.
It was a matter of time. Would it be the second shot, the follow-up, or the follow-up? But they were going to win that point, win the game, head back to their bench again with, I mean, I was surprised, maybe not with the outcome in the previous match, but how it ended. You know, 6-2, 6-love. But I'm even more surprised, you know, in this game. Now, I know Alex wasn't going to play, but
I think we had them down to win,
yeah, we did.
but
Not in this manner. Now, they've yet to win the first set.
the first set so far has been very, very decisive.
One-sided, yeah.
But they've just blown them away, haven't they? I mean, not with big hitting, but just with running, getting their energy. It's like facing the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, it is. They're just very efficient. I've counted 2 unforced errors in this opening set.
A couple of smashes from Franco del Bianco.
3 and 1 volley from his doubles partner, Maxi. Apart from that, they've been near perfect, which is why they've yet to drop a game in this opening set.
And it's Maxi Arce to serve for the set. Let go. Yeah, I don't think he needed that smash.
Well played, Maxi.
Stretching for it. $15 once again. Apologises, but on a small court, your body is going to come into play now and then, isn't it? At this sort of level.
And Charles at such speed, it's very difficult to get out of the way. Flying of the ball.
Oh, once again, just that little bit over keen.
That's the only shot we've seen him
Make errors on.
Yeah, compared to what we saw from him yesterday.
The flash, please.
Thank you. Oof, wow, what a return.
3 break points. Okay, 30-40. Good, Franco, good.
got forward really
winner,
well.
lovely
really
winner.
really well played. Mario and Pincho for taking that gamble and getting to the net, both players.
And that's a lovely winner from Pincho Fernandez. Calm down,
How much energy does he burn?
Down the middle, but maybe could have done a bit better with the volley there. Love 15. Brilliant recovery there from Franco.
I'm really enjoying this game. It's been a long session, 2 sessions, but the standard of paddle we'll be watching here at this event in Miami has been top-notch, top draw.
We love 40.
Well,
Didn't get over it, did he?
broke their opponents, but looks like they're going to be broken themselves.
And 4 set points.
Now, I think I was just checking with the umpire that that lob didn't touch the ceiling. There's a bit of advertising just below the ceiling, but the umpire confirming no, the lob was good. It is love 40.
And there you go, there is the first set. Just for
20 minutes, 6-1. In 20 minutes, Maximiliano Arce and Franco Dal Bianco have taken that first set. Mario and Pincho.
There's a heat map for Maxi Arce and Franco Dal Bianco. Once again, all over the place. Doesn't actually show the speed that they covered it at, but they did cover it at great speed.
Also, if you look as well, there's you know, the colour zone down the centre of the court. Nothing. I mean, if we see the other side, there'll be dots all over the back court, especially down the middle, because they've been dominating all the points. They've not been really having to deal with any shots down the centre. And there we see that 44% in front of the service line, 21% at the net.
Which isn't a massive amount, really.
But they've been dominating from the back. Very few mistakes. They've not gifted any points to their opponents. And in just 20 minutes, they took that first set 6-1. Arce to serve now at the start of the second set. Decided to switch things in the air. Franco Del Bianco, he's made more mistakes, I think, in this game than we saw from him yesterday.
Yep, once again, the opening set, serve of the set, struggling. Ooh, just
clearing,
over.
yeah.
15-30.
Just wide. Maxi's first serve.
Just decided to control himself a bit better, but once again, maybe in a bit too quickly. Doesn't control that volley.
6-1 from the first set is really important for Cancun Waves, because we have to check on that league standings, because
We'll get
there
those.
could be a tie, you know, between several teams, and it will go down to maybe sets dropped or games lost to see if you qualify for first or second, or the third and fourth playoff. Excellent play there by Mario, and a break at the start of the second set.
Well played. Well, we'll get the standings after this match. We'll have a little review of the day.
Well, they've won 2 of the last 3 games, Toronto Polar Bears.
I wonder if they got just a little bit carried away after winning that set in that.
I would say of the 2 players, one has. We've seen a few mistakes.
Here's Mario serving. Can they consolidate the break? Love 15.
He's also as vocal as Chingotto as well, Maxi. I wouldn't say he's a carbon copy, but very similar. Style of play.
Just out.
Again,
Just in there, so
just, oh, great pick up there with pinch shot. Yeah, he was outdone, outsmarted.
once again, Maxi Arce was just at the net so quickly there.
I mean, the speed he covers the court. Definitely one of the quickest players over those short distances, very explosive. No,
Nope.
never.
He's got
Couldn't
that.
finish though, Maxi. Great backhand.
Forcing the arrow in the end.
Quite tight on his body as well.
Just wearing him down.
It wasn't an easy shot from Maximiliano Arce,
No, it was right close to him, wasn't it?
but straight away he was darting forward.
I think he put the pressure on the pincher because he saw the drop on, but he just knows how quickly he comes into the net as well.
Back was right at the feet of his opponent, so the only possible return was up over the net, and he was going to be there to latch onto the volley.
Well played.
Well, that break was short-lived.
Well played though by Franco Dal Bianco there with that sort of half fake smash.
Well, they broke in the opening game of the second set, but losing their service game. So 1-1. That sound of new balls.
Yeah, And every time, both times they've broken, they've not been able to consolidate it, have they? In fact, they haven't actually held the service, have they, Huete and Pincho? 2 points, the 2 games they've won have been both service breaks. Had the speed on it. Just clips the net. Whoa.
That was a great smash.
As I say, he's been guilty maybe of trying a couple too many, I think, this evening, but... And when he tried that one, I thought, well, I'm not sure.
Also, it doesn't disguise it, does he? He sets himself up for a big topspin smash. Maybe he had to set off early, try and get out that gateway. Get on the end of that smash, but he was too quick, too fast, and so he smash also.
As was that one from Maxi Arce, 40 love. Oh, that's unlucky. That is really, really,
so
really cruel. You get out of it, you anticipate it, you get there, and he was a long way deep, and his return hits the blooming light.
The only good thing is that even Alex is laughing over on the bench. The only good thing was at least he didn't have to walk far to sit on the bench.
Just carried on walking. Look at this, he knows it's coming, doesn't he? And it carries such a long way.
And it was the right idea.
Because he wanted to send it high to
over.
try and give himself a chance to get back. That's really, really, really unlucky.
Well, they were broken at the start of the second set, but they broke back off their service game. They lead 1 set to 11. They lead in the second set 2-1. Had half an hour.
It has been very quick. It does seem a little bit longer than half an hour, though.
Just seen the quickest women's match, and we're on course for the quickest men's match. And this was a series that quite a few people were saying it could be a long one. Here we go, bang on half an hour. 31 minutes. Oh, just changed.
Pincho Fernandez serving. So he and Mario have held their serve yet. Good lob. Drives that bajada, and Franco Del Bianco can't control it. 15-all. Maybe he should have left that one to hit that one here at the back.
Yeah, nah, it's
stretching for it a wee bit, wasn't he? 15-30. Different ball.
Yeah. That ball won't get used again unless they lose the point here with this new ball. They'll run out of balls to use. Oh, that was so close. Mario there did really well to get on the end of that, but again it just clipped the side. Now, of course, you don't have the benefit of being at an end. You get a clear view of that when it hits the sidewall, but again, facing break points, Toronto Polar Bears.
Well played. 30-40.
Really good hit. Huete.
Still 2 break points. Oh, brilliant return.
Hit on the rise that just didn't give Pincho enough time to get into position. Look how he takes this, because he opted to switch sides, have Mario on his normal side, and just attack the serve, half volley almost, and down the line that passing shot. And it's 3-1, Maxi serving for 4-1.
It's a bit long, that one. Second serve. Just in.
And they're both out of position.
Yeah. That's a bit more of a controlled smash, that one, wasn't it, as the ball bounces off his head. But as you see, he has a big open space there to aim for, doesn't he? Oh, brilliant.
Wonderful.
Brilliant
I'm on my
angle.
feet. I'm on my feet. Not because I want to stretch my legs, but that was such a great shot.
It's been quite a long day, hasn't it?
It's been great. I mean, I've really enjoyed every single match. And even though this is 6-1, 3-1, maybe not as competitive as some of the other games we have seen in this court at the Wayfair Arena, it's been great to watch these two players in action.
I think that's the thing, it's about two players you haven't really seen much of.
I mean, they've not played on any big stage yet. Cancun Waves, obviously, you know, good scouting. And here they are together, playing PPL.
Whoa.
Again, you know what's coming, but if he gets it right, and again, it's that topspin, it's that technique, it's that arching of the back. It's hitting the ball at the highest point possible. That follow through, down low, across your body, to the other side. And again, excellent backhand, that slice.
Hard, flat, low, 4 games to 1.
Well, they have definitely recovered from that mini setback. They were broken at the start of the second set break.
Just got to keep calm now. And it'll be a big result for the Waves.
Well, the Toronto Bears coach is going to have his, work cut out. Though he can pick his players up, they've not picked up points at this event in Miami. That doesn't mean that they won't further down the line. We've seen teams in the past improve a lot over the course of the season. Sometimes there are trades mid-season. Sometimes they bring in new faces. They strengthen their rosters.
Well, we've got 3 weeks from this to San Sebastian, haven't we? So that gives you a chance to maybe think about.
If you think, you may need to make a couple of tweaks. You've got time, and then of course another month. And also it's Mexico.
The temptation is as well, however, that your pairings have not really gelled so far. If you make more changes, then you're going to be starting with pairings that haven't gelled either. Brilliant block. Once again, do you see how he bent over like a Christmas tree on a windy day?
It's just the way he arches his back, because he's not tall. He's not Leo Alsberger, Li Ho, Cuello, you know, those players that have that height advantage.
Nope.
15.
If I bent my back that far these days, I'd need a chiropractor.
You need help
practice
to
it.
get back to your feet.
There will be a clacking sound. Well played.
Carried over to their side of the court. Good hit, Pincho Fernandez.
He was just too close to the net, I think,
that was
wasn't he?
one that maybe, I think if the knees were bent slightly more.
He's tall, isn't he,
Yeah,
Mario?
he'll be in a better position.
190, I think.
Sometimes you've got to try and get under the ball.
But he was very close to the net as well.
Of course, it's easy for us to say, sat up here, sat on chairs.
I don't think I'd have even got to the ball, let's be brutally honest.
Oh, good for Huete and Pincho Fernandez. Only one breakdown in the second set. Okay, broken Cancun only once in this set.
Oh, lovely, lovely play once again.
That bounced like 4 times on its way to the side fence.
The effect he puts on it.
A cracking drop shot. Well played, Mario, down at the feet of the nearest player at the net. Oh, acceleration as he hit that ball.
Yeah. 30-15.
Just accelerated through the shot. And again, does well manage to get there.
Well played. Really played. Once again, it's the speed and the energy.
And those transitions, the way they dart forward, the way they get to the net. Because look here.
Does well there, Mario. But he gets there. It's a little dink shot back.
Already he's attacking the net.
And the effect he puts on it.
At every opportunity, they are there at the net, looking to win the point.
5-2. Once again, whipping through that service game. Do I hear the sound of a flock of seagulls? Well, just one game away from a famous victory.
They're first together on the PPL circuit.
Will be a stunning night for the Cancun Waves. Dare I say, swamping the polar bears.
No,
oh,
no.
Yes. Oh yes.
Time.
Well, the Toronto Polar Bears, unless we see a quite remarkable comeback in this men's doubles match, will be on a playing. Back home in both the men's and women's
Well, at the
teams.
moment, Eric, they're on very thin ice.
Honestly, that complaints form is going to be long.
Well played, Pincho.
Do we get proud for the corniest? I'm not going to go there. I know I've got a few popping up. I'm going to keep them to myself. See what little respect I still have.
Whoa.
Well,
15-30.
Close to waving goodbye to Toronto. There are going to be some really good matchups on podium day. Now, Alex Sharif, the captain, is going to have a very, very tough decision to make. I think he will. I think he will. I've seen these two players play together, and they've managed to do it on the big stage.
It's not a tough decision then, is it? It's you know, if you're Alex, you sit on the bench and say, okay, well done, lads.
But do you think so?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
I don't
Alex
change
played
these
yesterday,
two.
and he was good.
He was very good, but I don't change these two. It would be very, very harsh on Maxi, wouldn't it? Or would it be Alex, or would you swap to...
I think
would you swap
it
Franco?
depends, you know, which side they prefer to be on, can they play along with Alex? But of the two players
to be fair,
today,
no, the swap would be Alex for Maxi, because Alex is left-handed.
I would say that Franco was the star discovery yesterday,
Points.
and today it's Maxi.
But the thing is, Alex and Maxi play on the same side, so it will be the change, logical. And now I'd keep these two. Too much points.
There's nothing you can't get back.
He doesn't quite get the contact he's looking for there. Golden point, still a match point though.
Arce to receive.
Three-quarters of an hour. Bang on.
Well played, well defended.
Dropped, didn't it?
Yeah.
And, well, Pincho holding on to his service game. So they keep in line with other teams that have lost. They're winning at least 4 service games on the men's side. On the women's side, of course, moments ago, we saw Cancun Waves defeat Toronto Padel Bears 6-2, 6-love.
Yep. So Maxi Arce serving for the match, 15-love.
Silence, please. Thank you.
Crashes into the tape. Franco dal Bianco.
Ah, very good. Well played once again, Maxi Arce.
They have him scurrying around the court, just trying to stay alive in the point. Just 2 away from glory.
Oof.
What a passing shot.
Bajada there from Franco. And once again, this time it's 3 match points.
Their second of the game.
And there it is.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that was in, and the umpires called it out.
Game, set, and match.
Oh, well, that's
Okay, there you go.
very, very sporting.
Well, that was
Cancun Wave.
Pincho Fernandez saying
Cancun Wave.
it might have been in.
Win.
And well played, Maxi and Franco.
6-3.
Yeah.
What a great partnership.
Brilliant win.
And they've delivered on the biggest stage of them all here at PPL in Miami. What an entertaining day. A shorter session in the evening than we expected. And credit to Cancun Waves, whose women's team and men's team both won in straight sets. I think we could see both of them in Sunday's podium. I know the women's team need to wait and see what happens on day 3 of the competition, but the men's doubles team have played 2, won 2. They'll be there, definitely. It might go down to the difference in games won and lost. And look at this result here.
Yeah, unbelievable.
This is going to give
Let's
them
have
a
look.
huge boost.
I don't see where the out is there. Or the even...
What happened was Pincho's racket hit the fence. And so the noise of the fence and the umpire didn't have a clear view and thought that perhaps it was the ball, not the racket, that clipped the fence. Watch it again here. There.
I mean,
the racket hits the fence, not the ball.
But the ball's nowhere near hitting the fence, so anyhow.
Well, look how they celebrate again, Cancun Waves, because they came into this on the back of a disappointing finale to the 2024 season, which is why they celebrated a lot yesterday's win. And even more so now because they know that the men's team have qualified.
No, they're going to pick up plenty of points, aren't they, as
Also,
well, in that race for the... We'll have a look. I'm pretty sure we'll get some stats in a moment or two after we've heard from Maxi Arce. He doesn't really need to go all the way around to go back in for the interview, does he? Well, in a moment, we're going to hear from our winners and from Javi and Arantxa. And then we will indeed bring you the numbers from the
roundup
day.
of today's action and look ahead to tomorrow.
A little look ahead to tomorrow, which is going to be a very important game. Okay, let's hear from our winners.
Well, there's no doubt it's been a great second day in which we've seen the level of the PPL, Javier, and congratulations.
Congratulations, felicidades, Maxi Arce, Franco del Bianco. Bueno, chicos, bienvenidos a esta PPL. Ayer conseguiste la victoria, Franco, con Alex. Habéis ganado en chicas y también en chicos. Enhorabuena.
Yesterday you got the victory, and congratulations for what you have achieved.
Bueno, sí, muy contento por estas 2 victorias de las chicas y de nosotros. Nuevamente, un equipazo tenemos, como alientan, creo que es un equipo tremendo. Jugar con mi compañero en este establecimiento es una locura. Muy feliz de darle el punto a Cancun Waves, así que ahora a disfrutar, pero a seguir pensando en todos los partidos.
We're very happy with this great team. We've been supported, and it has been amazing to play with my teammate, and now we have to think on what comes next.
Y Maxi, bienvenido jugando con tu compañero. Os conocéis a las 1000 maravillas. ¿Cómo ha sido de nuevo compartir pista aquí en Miami en esta PPL? Bienvenido también a la liga.
Welcome to the league, first of all, and how has it been to share this court here at Miami?
Well, thank you, everyone. I want to thank my team for giving us the opportunity to be part of this amazing group. We are really happy because we played very well. We really wanted to achieve the victory, so we are proud of our work.
Now you can translate that.
Bueno, estoy muy feliz y agradecido con mi equipo Cancun Waves por darme la oportunidad de representarlos. Gracias a mi compañero por confiar en mí, a Alex también porque desde el primer momento demostró un respeto súper grande hacia nosotros y felicitar a las chicas también por su victoria, así que nada, súper contentos.
Thank you and enjoy this victory.
Enhorabuena al equipo de Cancun Waves, ganan en chicas y también en chicos este enfrentamiento frente a Toronto. Nosotros nos despedimos, pero mañana más. Volvemos a partir de las 11. Hasta mañana. Chao.